Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve from the Flintstone Cave. It's a little flaming arrow goby to start off the morning. A few guppies. My lemon chiffon. It's the penthouse. Some black neon tetras and another flaming arrow. Another little guppy. It's a nerite snail on the Anubias. There's some Hygrophila augustifolia, very satiny. And over here we have a Pandagara. Anybody home? Oh, there's another Pandagara. There's a nerite snail back there. I think a loach got that one. Speaking of loaches, there's the star of the circus. Thing 2 and Thing 1. Thing 3 is floating around somewhere. Okay, there he is. He likes to hang out behind the outtake. There's the Glamour King, the Dwarf Neon, or the Dwarf Gourami. Oh, come into the light, big guy. Biggest fish in the tank now. There's a little coolie loach. Nice Amano shrimp. There's a couple of 5-gallon buckets I've used for water changes. It's important to do regular water changes. Vacuum out the gravel with this handy dandy vacuum or siphon. I have one for all 3 of my tanks. Each one has its own. Oops. I have an assortment of test kits. Nitrite, this is good for new tanks. It's also good just in case. I have nitrate, which I use on a regular basis to monitor my waters. And of course, this is important for conditioning any tap water that you might use that has chlorine or chloramine in it. pH kit, test kit. Here's some prime I used. I got this when I had toxic levels of ammonia and nitrate and nitrite, and I was treating fish, and there was not much I could do about adding any filtration. Aquarium salt, which I use when I treat. When I treat any illness I might have, my fish might have. This is Equilibrium. This is electrolytes and minerals that I use with water changes when I do water changes on my Rams, because I use distilled water, which has nothing in it. The water up here is far too alkaline and far too hard. A couple of filter cartridges in here. Something to fight over. Little algae biscuits that all the fish love, especially the bottom feeders and the shrimp. Another little test kit. Okay, here in my kitchen I keep some frozen bloodworms. These are the small ones, I believe, for the smaller fish like the gobies and the rams and so forth. This is a special kind of shrimp, very small and very nutritious. This looks like frozen Daphnia, yes. The smaller fish really enjoy this. And I have some larger bloodworms. I have some live blackworms and some frozen brine shrimp. I also hatch out live brine shrimp and give the larvae to the rams to induce them to spawn. Also, if I'm ever lucky enough to have fry, that will be a good food source for them. Finally, I alternate one or more frozen meals in the morning with a few flakes in the afternoon. Feed twice a day. My other two tanks include a 10-gallon betta tank. There's a betta, a couple nerite snails, a hillstream loach, a couple assassin snails eating lots of naughty snails, a few tetras and a couple of guppies. And over here we have a pair of rams. Hoping for a full house. A full house beats a pair of rams. And from our home to yours, wishing everyone a Merry, Merry Christmas. Until then, I will see you before the year's out. Happy holidays.